Nice. And then one thing that all of your neighbors love about my service is what I do up here in the eaves. You know, I get the mud daubers, the spider webs, and the wasp nests. They're kind of mucking it up. Yeah, what's really nice is that every time I come by for your service for the bugs, I'm also going to clean that off for you, just so it looks nice mostly. But the real reason I'm doing it is just to prevent any of those spiders wasps from climbing into the attic, dropping down into the home, ending up like in your bathroom or bedrooms. Now down here on the base, what I'm going to do is take care of all the crawling bugs. That's going to take care of like the roaches, the spiders, the ants. Now the only thing I can't do is I can't take care of those flying bugs with that perimeter spray. And I'll be doing the yard, but again, it's not going to really work for those mosquitoes or things like that. Any bugs that can fly over our service, except the wasps because they nest on your home actually. So what we typically need to do for the flying bugs is we do have a monthly mosquito service. We'll come out every month, and we're going to be treating all of the spots where they like to nest and breed. So we're going to be looking into the shaded areas. We're going to be looking in the bushes, and you know, some people have concerns about why is it you know, pest control is pest control. It's just that we have to do different things to take care of different bugs, and so the equipment to treat mosquitoes is completely different than the equipment to treat ants. And so I can come out and spray your ants, but that means I need to use one piece of equipment, and then the mosquitoes I need to use a different one. Also, the products are going to be way different for mosquitoes compared to other ones. And so the things that I'm doing for the ants and the roaches, it's not going to help. I'm just going to be straight honest. It's not going to help at all for the mosquitoes. We need to treat, we use a big fogger. And so it kind of looks like we're blowing. And what that's doing is getting on the underside of the leaves. And it's doing something called atomizing the water particles. So it's making really fine little mist. And that mist is then sticking to the plant. So it's really so there's three parts to it. One, I need to use something that's going to take care of those on contact, because a mosquito can fly from 5 houses away all the way straight to you without ever touching any of my products. So what we do is we put down a quick knockdown. So if they just take a little rest before they come bite you, it's going to take care of them instantly, take care of them on contact. Now, the other thing is something like, let's say that they land, but then they don't bite you, but they're just kind of waiting for you to come out and waiting to bite you and nesting on your property. What we do is we do it's called an IGR. It's called an insect growth regulator. So that's actually going to keep them from reproducing. So even if it doesn't take care of them on contact, it's also going to break their egg cycle, which means that we don't have to like kill every single one. If we can just stop them from reproducing, we can take care of the population as well. And then there's just something else that you need to put in. It's called a surfactant. And so a surfactant, what it does is just makes it more effective. It just makes it kind of stick to the bottom of plants, because plants are hydrophobic, which means that water's not going to stick to them very well. So we need to add in a separate product just to make it work more effectively to stick to those plants where the mosquitoes are going to nest and breed. Now the thing is, I wouldn't want to use a surfactant in the products I'm using on your base of your home, on your bricks, because that I wouldn't want to put that on there. So I can't just use the same stuff I'm using in there to spray there, because it's a different spray, completely different misting system. Different products. Sometimes you want to use like a non-repellent for like the ants and roaches, and we switch up the products we use each season for the bugs on the foundation of the home. But the product for mosquitoes is always going to be the same. It's just not the same product. So if you want me to use, a different product and use a different piece of equipment and take a different time and warranty a different bug, the mosquitoes, aka, obviously it's just going to cost an extra service. It's just going to cost more than it is for just doing the roaches, because it's a completely separate thing. It's like if someone comes over and fixes your fridge and you pay them to fix your fridge, but then your microwave's broken, you're not going to be like, well, why didn't you fix my microwave? Why don't you fix my microwave for the same price included in the price of fixing my fridge? You're like, well, it's just two separate things. I understand it's a household equipment, but just because you pay me to fix one doesn't mean I'm obligated to fix all of them. So mosquitoes aren't warranted under our general mosquito spray. And not everybody wants to do the mosquitoes and things like that, so we're not going to like just be like, no, you have to pay for everything. We really have it a la carte, so you can just kind of pick what you want to do. So other things that are just separate completely. So there's something that else that isn't included typically. That's going to be like wildlife and rodents. So rodents, they're not bugs. So me spraying bugs is not going to take care of the rodents, and they're completely different. So that typically would be additional too if you wanted that. And some people, they just, I don't know, people are different. I think everybody should get everything. The other thing that is a different piece of equipment, different product and all that would be termites. So termites are on the base of the home. I have to install equipment, a monitoring station. I have to put a different type of product in there. I have to install them, and then I have to check them. And now the thing is too, with each of those services, I have to get our service experts to the house, and so there's typically like a cost of getting to the home as well. The cool part is by bundling our services together, we are typically able to really dramatically drop the price of those services. And the nice thing about that is most companies, a lot of companies out there, they don't offer full services. So a lot of companies, they're a pest control company, but they don't offer mosquitoes. They're a rodent company, but they don't offer pest control. Most of them are going to be pest and termite, but some pest companies don't offer termites. And you can really kind of tell what their future plans are with that. If they're doing like just pest control, it's because they're going to look to sell or something like that. But if you're going to be in business a long time, you're going to develop all the services that are needed. And so we offer mosquitoes, termites, pest control, rodents. And so we'll be able to help you with whatever you need. As far as pricing goes, so the pest control one is typically going to be $139 a quarter. The mosquitoes is typically going to be $99 a month, and not all year long, just 8 months, March through October. And so if you break it down on a monthly basis, what you have is you've got about $43 a month for the pest control, and about $99 a month for the mosquitoes. And so what we'll do is we can break those down into monthlies, and then we can kind of round it out. So if you wanted to do just like $109 a month, so rather than paying like $99 a month for mosquitoes and $139 every couple months, if we could probably get that down to like $109 a month, and then go from there. So we'll just turn each of those into a monthly bill and just charge you separately for the monthly bill in those seasons. So it actually come out to being like $79 a month for the mosquitoes, and then it'd be like $39 a month for the pest control. And then when it's not season, we won't charge you the monthly, but we'll charge you the pest control year round. And tell you what I'll do, if you did want to go ahead and bundle both of those together, something that is a big problem, there's two things. So one is rodents is a huge problem. You should definitely have the rodent service. Now the outdoor rodent service is typically going to cost another $250 on the initial service just to get the rodent experts out here inspecting everything, putting out the equipment, breaking the nesting sites, and then any subsequent visits that are necessary to really get the population under control for those rodents, because they can be kind of tricky. And then it is typically about another $10 a month for the rodent control as well. So it'd add $29 a quarter. But tell you what, if you did want to go ahead and get on the same schedule for the mosquitoes and the pest control as everybody else already out here, my guy's already going to be on your property. I'll go ahead and cover the cost of that equipment, and I'll cover the labor cost of him doing the inspections, and then we'll be able to put in a warranty. If you wanted to get the mosquitoes and the pest control, I'll include the rodents for free. Does that sound fair? Cool. You're going to be here tomorrow? Cool. What's a good number to send this to? Awesome. Or you tell me like, no, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll pass and stuff. And you're like, okay, no pressure. Actually, there is one thing that I forgot. So fire ants, the thing with fire ants is fire ants are a subterranean bug. So they nest inside the dirt. They don't nest on the dirt. And so the granules that we're going to put out in the yard for like the fleas and ticks, That's a surface granule. So what that's going to do is it's going to actually just take care of the bugs on the top and in the thatch layer of the grass. But the problem with fire ants is they nest inside the dirt, and their queen is typically about 3 feet down. And so golf courses, they were tired of their guys getting bit by fire ants. PGA Golf Tour, when they were scanning the golf courses, they were tired of seeing those random fire ant mounds making their fields look nasty, and people don't like those big ugly dirt mounds on their yard every time it rains. And less people like getting bit by fire ants. I mean, they can literally be deadly. Some people are allergic to fire ants. Pets, kids, elderly, anybody, nobody likes getting bit by fire ants. So they did millions of dollars of research to figure out what would be effective for completely controlling fire ants. And a golf course is about $10,000 to do that treatment. The proper year size is typically about $499 if you call me and we're doing just like a fire ant treatment. I can typically get it in for about $250. But if you want me to, give me a shot. I'm already here. I can't be here all day. I gotta just get these spots filled up, and then I gotta get to my kid's soccer game. So I'm just here real quick, just making sure my routes are full, making sure I'm doing my job. Tell you what, give me a shot. I know you love it. We'll take care of you. I'll make sure you stay happy. Just need a quick little squiggle in the squiggle box. That sound fair? Cool. Well, no pressure. I mean, just call your bug guy, run to Home Depot, buy some stuff online illegally. I don't know. But definitely do something about these, because I'm treating everybody else. And so just make sure that you have your bug guy coming out here at the same time, just so we don't push the bugs back and forth all year long. And then we're spending money to get rid of the bugs, and all we're doing is just like pushing them around. They're kind of like hiding in the shadows. If we all hit it at the same time, it's a lot more effective rather than pushing the bugs back and forth. So just call your guy or run to Home Depot. Or actually, you know what? Better what? Do me a favor. Don't do anything about the bugs, because if everybody takes care of the bugs, what am I going to do? I'll go out of business. So I need a couple people in the neighborhood to just kind of keep their bugs, just to keep me in business. No, I'm just kidding. No worries. I mean, I haven't bothered you. There's so many more details about our service that I just didn't want to bore you with. But one thing that I know a lot of people liked is they liked our spider service. So spiders are a hard one to get rid of. Most times spiders are going to get in the garage, and they're going to get into the attic. And so spiders, they'll walk around the house, they'll squeeze into those little garage corners. What we do is we'll install spider traps right there so we can physically catch them. And then we'll use a special spider product in the garage that's going to take care of them. It's dual acting. So it's going to, take care of the chitin in their exoskeleton to make holes, and then it's gonna get the product inside them so that it can actually take care of spiders, because most products don't get through the exoskeleton of spiders, so it doesn't work. It also works for scorpions as well, which we've seen some scorpions around here for sure. Have you seen any scorpions? No? Okay, that's good. Dude, well, I know you're gonna love it. I kind of already bent over backwards on the price for you, so I was just seeing what I could do service-wise, but throw me a bone, give me a shot, help me out here. We'll do that first one for $49. Just don't tell your neighbors. You'll love it. Perfect.